Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Today, Wendy's sounding off on all of the latest super juicy hot topics. And if you're still looking for that special something for mom, we've got you covered with this year's hottest Mother's Day gifts. Plus, we're taking it to the streets to get your take on hot topics in an all-new edition of Street Talk. Now, here's Wendy!
Friday. Goodness knows. The weekend's here. Say hello to my co-host, my studio audience. Looking good. How you doing? I'm doing great. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. So it's Friday. I thought I'd play Dress Down Friday. My outfit is from Wendy on HSN. You know, they call this look athleisure, like it's athletic, but also leisure with the ruching pants and stuff. And it's not available anymore. This is from a few weeks ago. But don't worry, I'm going back on May 30th, and I've got all kinds of good juiciness, including I've got these fabulous wrap jumpsuits and these fabulous long wrap maxi dresses and all that, just gorgeousness. So anyway, any moms in the audience? Hello, moms. Wow. Did we do this by design?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I didn't realize that. I was like, wow, how coincidental. Well, then happy Mother's Day to us all. Thank you. I have a particular rule on Mother's Day, and I don't feel bad about it, and that is I only get something for my own mother. I don't do aunts, I don't do my sister, I don't do, and I don't expect anything from my husband. I'm not your mother, I do expect something from my son. No, honest, this is how I feel, this is how I feel. You get something from your mother, not mother figures in your life unless she's the one who raised you or something like that. And for my son, I don't want him to buy me anything. I'm still in the mode where I like him to make me stuff. I like him to make me a homemade card. I save them every single year. Every year the artwork, because he does art too, gets better and better on the front. And he says the best stuff. So, and then I like them to leave the house and don't come back until sundown. Yeah. So, Lindsay Lohan might be going to jail again. It's time for a Lindsay update. Hit it. Okay, this girl is so less than smart, she really just needs to be taught a lesson, for once and for all. All right, Lindsay's supposed to complete 125 hours of community service by the end of the month. The end of the month is like 2 weeks away. The problem is she's only done 9 hours and 45 minutes. Now, she's known about this community service for quite some time. A long time. But she's over in England. The community service is supposed to be done for our country, regarding what our law says. So I guess she feels, to me, I think she's thumbing her nose and feeling she can hide out over there and avoid us. Now, her excuse for not completing the community service is that the community service center moved an hour and a half away. Excuse me, Lindsay, you're from Long Island. You're used to driving an hour and a half to come into the city. Okay, don't act like an hour and a half is so long. Here in Manhattan, it could take you an hour and a half to get from the Village up to Washington Heights, okay? So that's her excuse. She's not gonna end up doing this. She has to do it by Wednesday, May 20th. The community service center is closed on the weekends. They've also demanded that she can't do any more than 4 hours per day. Right, so it's almost like you're setting her up to go to jail. Look, so even if she does 5 days a week at 4, that's only 20 hours, she's not going to make it. And they say that they can't go, what do they call it, extradite, to go over there and pick her up and bring her back here? They can't do it because she didn't murder anybody or, something so hardened. But what they are going to do is she's not allowed to come back in, well, she can come back in our country, but they will arrest her upon entering. So, yeah. I love my citizenship too much to ever want to think about not being allowed to come back into America. I could not imagine it. I couldn't imagine. And I think this girl has been given too many chances. And you know, being that she's such a troublemaker and we all know it, she should have gone above and beyond the call of duty to do this community service, even do extra hours, and then maybe call up E! or Entertainment Tonight or something and give a press conference and cry and talk to all of us. You know, people who believed in her, people who were skeptical of her, you know, I am back, I will do better, and so on and so forth. But instead, she's thumbing her nose at us. So it looks like she's not going to complete this community service. The judge says, oh, not the 20th, the 28th. She's got to finish it by the 28th or else. I'll be following this story. But to me, it looks like Lindsay's going to be going to jail! Yay! We are the worst. I'm so glad the weekend's here. Eva Longoria, we haven't talked about her in a while. Well, she's got a surprising new friend. Her ex-husband, Tony Parker. Now look, well, exactly what? They were married, they got divorced in 2011 after a nasty cheating scandal. He was caught by her with sexy messages coming, allegedly, coming from another woman. And yes, don't let his boyish looks fool you. He's an alleged scoundrel. And not only was it another woman, not just any other woman, one of his teammates' girls. The same teammate that he and Eva used to go on double dates with together. Isn't that some snake mess? So Eva and he got divorced, but now reportedly she's moved on. She's at a great place in life. She's with some sort of wealthy businessman, and he married some French journalist, right? A French journalist, so he's married. They never had kids together. I see no reason for them to continue to be friends. I don't like this one bit. Eva goes to his Spurs games. Well, she apparently, yeah, well, you know, he plays for San Antonio, and she's a big Spurs fan, and she was recently at a game, and her boyfriend wasn't there with her, and you can call me immature, but I say, if she loves the Spurs, watch from home. And boyfriends aren't allowed to tell us what to do. Sometimes husbands are, we give them that pass, you know. But boyfriends can't tell you what to do. But in this particular case, if I were her boyfriend, I'd say, look, I'm not your father, I'm not your husband, but I'm gonna tell you this. It's me or him. Now either, you know. And here's my hard, fast rule. Anybody that's seen your ecstasy face does not need to be in your present life when you move on. Isn't that a good rule, though? Right? That's it. So, Eva, I don't know what you're doing or what you're thinking, but you're about to be single real soon if you don't change those ways. Okay? And Tony, you're about to be divorced soon if you don't change your ways. I'm just saying. So the weekend here, so let's talk about the weekend. I'm talking about the R&B singer, The Weeknd. I like his work, I don't like his name. Like, his real name in real life is Abel. There's nothing wrong with, you know, Abel as a street name. Why does everybody have to have a street name anyway? You know, why couldn't he just be Abel? And it bothers me when people have the before their name. Like, when you say hello to them, do you say, hi, the game? Hi, the weekend? Like, the. Anyway, R&B star The Weeknd has a new girlfriend. Well, you know, he's 25, and this is the girlfriend. She is Bella Hadid, and that is the daughter of the Hadid lady with the Lyme disease from the Beverly Hills Housewives. And yeah, and Bella is the sister of this Hadid, Gigi, who is the face of everything. So both the rich just keep getting richer. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know. So this Bella here, she's training to compete as an equestrian in the 2016 Olympics, and her new boyfriend is The Weeknd. That's how you can tell people are really rich, like when they mess around with the horses and stuff. It costs so much to keep horses and stable them and brush them and stuff and get those oats and, you know, that barn with that half a door like Mr. Ed. And they stick their heads out and they look around. Anyway, They're rich and they're good looking and the weekend is there and the kids apparently, they hit it off at Coachella. Oh, did I mention that she's 18 and he's 25? No, hold on. Kylie is 17 and the 1 year makes a difference, okay? I mean, it does. Because Kylie Jenner's boyfriend is 25 and she's 17, but there's something about 18 and 25 that's a little bit, just that 1 year makes a difference. Kylie turns 18 in August, but still that won't make a difference to me because we know that he was still, Tyga was still poaching on her when she was underage, you know? Anyway, and then we were talking in our meeting preparing for today's show, and somebody said, well, you know, why do these celebrities continually date each other? It's like the same cycle of people dating. And I said, well, because, you know, young celebrities only know each other. You know, they're busy doing their work. The only other non-celebrities that they meet are like older people, like some of us. Maybe their accountant, and you know, they don't want that. Older celebrities, you'll find, more older celebrities date more normal people because as an older person, if you're a celebrity, you encounter more normal people. You know, you go to your accountant, there's somebody cute in the office, you're age appropriate. You know, you go to the banker and you know, you see somebody, you're going to charity events and you're meeting non-celebrity people of your age. So for now, I understand why the younger celebrities, they recycle the same. Like Hadid will probably be with Justin Bieber next week. He'll move on to, you know, Kylie Jenner. It's just a mess. But at least they're meeting at a great point because their careers are both starting out, so they're both, you know, they have a lot in... Who cares? Who cares? Demi Lovato. You know, no, it's nothing bad. Demi Lovato, I need that skirt. I need that whole outfit. Anyway. Demi Lovato is used to being asked for an autograph. She is a celebrity, but not in the way where she's got her feet in the stirrups at the doctor's office and right in the middle of the exam. He said, yeah, she was at the GYN. He says, my kids love you. Do you mind giving an autograph? I mean, not right then and there. Certainly after, you know, she gets dressed, but still, do you have a problem with that? I would call the Better Business Bureau. Is that still open? Yes. It is? Do people still call it and complain? Yes. You're the same people that you still use the yellow pages? Okay, no, but no, really. You know, I would fire the doctor right there with my feet in the stirrup. I'd be like, pull that, clamp it out. That's it. You know, can we talk? If we're all mothers, then we all know what they do. You pull that, clamp it out, you put your clothes on. I would absolutely be loud through the office. I would be loud in the waiting room. I would get in my car, and before starting it and screeching off, I would call one of those planes where you can rent with that banner that flies over like the Belmar Beach. And I would put that doctor's name up there. I mean, I would tell whoever would listen that this doctor is unethical in what he did. And I think most people would understand that. Like, that is horrible. I would never want a doctor who's a fan, only because when you go to a doctor, there's a chance that they could diagnose you as dying, so it's not really a time to be having a good time, it's a time to be serious. It's kind of like there's certain jobs when you're not allowed to be happy, just because it's your job. Like a doctor. Like, don't be happy to see, because then you're gonna tell me I have something. And also with the TSA, how you doing? You're patting down and lifting up my wig. No, how you doing? And another thing, in the bathroom, okay, this is the weirdest place I've ever gotten it. In the bathroom, you know, with like, at the airport, so you know there's like 18 stalls every place. And so, you know, I'm squatting, you know, squatting, trying to do my thing. Now, I'm one of these people, all right, this is not TMI, because we've already talked so much that, what's one more thing? When I go to the bathroom, it has to be totally silent, so I can concentrate and get out. I can't talk. I can't. I mean, I can't, you know, whether it's number one or number two, it's gotta be silent, you know? So the idea that I'm like this, and I see a Sharpie and a piece of paper coming under, and somebody saying, how you doing? I'm just like, I'll show you how I'm doing. I'm playing. I don't mean to be distasteful, but I'm just saying, there's like weird places to get stuff, you know, and then when I touch the Sharpie, do you want it back? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, exactly. Speaking of strangers and the things that they do or don't do, as a stranger, would you eat another person's leftovers? No. Even if it was a celebrity? No. Even if it was Jennifer Aniston? No. Well, this is what I say. Are you out of your mind, Jennifer Aniston? Okay, so she was dining at this place in New York. And it was one of these like restaurants, it's, you don't have to be a celebrity or rich or anything to go in, but you know how they have like these exclusive restaurants where maybe there's no menu and the chef just cooks for you? There are a lot of them here in New York. Anyway, so the place is packed. She's having dinner with Rosie Perez. Sidebar. The most random thing about this entire story is that I can't picture what Jennifer Aniston and Rosie Perez talk about. But Rosie's on Broadway and Jen went to see her. And then I guess they went out afterwards, which means they're not just friends. Rosie might be in Jennifer's Faith 10 or something on her phone. Anyway, when Jen finished her ice cream sandwich, okay, now mind you, ice cream, that's dairy. It's melty, which means that the juices from your mouth are really in there. And a sandwich, which means you're leaving some of your DNA on it. She couldn't finish the whole thing. So she gave it to the people at the table behind her. No word on whether they actually ate it, but they did accept it. And now here's my thought. I wouldn't even eat an ice cream sandwich left over by my own son. Well, I would, but I'd turn it around. You know, I don't want the bite part. I don't want the bite. Is it insulting for Jen to... and disgusting? Here's what I'm thinking. If I was in there and I'm sitting minding my own business, well, you know what? Maybe the people behind Jen, though, were looking... You know how sometimes you're at a restaurant and you see the table next to you and you say, that looks really good. What is that? Every once in a while, I do that at a restaurant. Like, that looks really good. What is that? But nobody ever says, here, Wendy, would you like some? Now, if I was in that restaurant and I was the people behind her and Jen offered me her dessert, you know what I'd say? I'd say, no, thank you, Angelina. Oh. I still have not seen 50 Shades of Grey. I am so mad at myself. I haven't. Clap if you haven't seen it yet. Hey, Suzanne! Like 75% of the audience hasn't seen this movie. I thought this was the movie of the decade, ladies.
I bet they read the book, though.
Yeah, you've read the book, yes?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Clap if you haven't read the book. What? Did you read the book?
One after the other after the other.
Have you seen the movie?
No.
Do you want to see the movie?
Yes, I'm dying to see the movie.
That's my thing. I'm dying to see it, but at this particular point, I'm waiting for it to come on that on-demand thing so I can just watch it at home.
Yeah.
Well, the fans were upset, apparently, people who saw the first movie, because you know they're making a second one, saw the first movie because Jamie Dornan didn't take off, enough clothes in the first movie. You needed him to take off more? Yeah. I feel like I'm left out of a movement. I don't even have an opinion because all I've done is read the books. Anyway, so now producers are reportedly offering Jamie a bonus of $1.5 million to go full frontal for the sequel. Well, did he go full frontal for the first one? No. Well, maybe he's hung like a walnut. I mean, if you're conscious of your junk, like, you know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say, let them carry on. Look, what I'm trying to say is if you're conscious of your junk, then maybe you don't want to go full frontal. Like maybe he has an actual reason why, except my Norman, the black one, has seen it and he said no, it's respectable.
I've seen it.
It's respectable. Okay. So, on the internet.
Yes.
I wasn't assuming in person.
On the internet.
Okay, relax, Norman. But the thing is that, all right, so for $1.5 million, would you go full frontal? Because I wouldn't go full frontal. And we were talking about this in my Hot Topics meeting. There were a few people who absolutely would. There were certain people who absolutely wouldn't. I happen to be one of those people. I absolutely wouldn't, not for 1.5, not for 10.5. I mean, I would go topless. you know, because they're good. I would go topless, and you'd virtually have to pay me nothing. And I would go topless before I go wigless. But I go wigless. But I go wigless before I do full, thing. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, 50 Shades of Grey comes out on Blu-ray and DVD today, and it includes a bonus tease of the sequel, 50 Shades Darker. And it's unrated, and guess what, moms? We're all going home with our